and welcome to Peter News, the only show that brings you 100% all the offbeat news that no one cares about. I'm your host, Peter Kim-Does, and it's good to be back. It's really good to be back. The last few months have been a whirlwind. That's the word I'd use for that. It's been busy. And Friday night is football, you know. At high school, I'm in the band, so I have to be there. But unfortunately, we did lose last week, so our season is over. But good for you is I'm back. So I know I promised y'all, once football season's over. Once football season's over, I will be back. So it took a little longer, but I'm back, and welcome to season 4. That's what many people don't know is this is our first episode of our 4th season. This is the 4th year we've been doing this show. It's just been so great. So I love doing the show. I'm glad to be back. And season 4, there's so much new stuff I'm going to be doing. It's just going to be so much fun. But I'd like to have more of in season 4 is people to come on the show. Because, I mean, people get bored and it's just me on this show. So if you ever want to be on the show, there's 2 chairs for a reason. So if you ever want to be on the show, just hit me up and be like, Peter, you want to come on the show? And I'll be like, yeah, what do you want to do? I'm pretty, and you know what? Improv is some of the funniest stuff. So I mean, I'm fine for anything. So if you want to come on the show, be my guest. So just message me sometime and be like, okay, want to be on the show? Come on over Friday. Cool. So it's been a few months. So there's some new stuff we ought to cover. I got this. Okay, you ready for this? I know none of you thought this day would ever come, but I got this. I was more forced to have this. This is an iPhone. Okay. I'm just about as lost as you are, or unless you're not lost, because, I mean, my mom got me this. She's like, normal kids have these. You're going to have one of these. You're going to learn how to use it, and you're going to become fluent in this. I don't know. You push the button, okay, and you slide. And you enter a password. Mine's just my birthday. Probably shouldn't have said that, but it's my birthday. And then you can see all these, you can get all these apps, okay? So, I guess this is just a way to give you things to do, because I got this one. It gives you like a cool fact every day. My favorite, this one, it's the Magic Conch Shell. See, let me turn the sound up. Then you can ask me a question like, Magic Conch, will today's episode be really fun?
Yes.
See, she said yes. So I mean, and then like you can take a picture. Like, see, I can take a selfie. See, selfies are fun. Have you tried taking one? See. I just, you know, I'm still figuring out how to use this thing. Like, I locked myself out a few times, but it's fun. And if you go on like Department of Health and Human Services, they have like how to use smartphones for seniors, and I mean it's really helped me figure out, you know, like how to make the keyboard big, because my thumb is huge. Like I could probably pick up a semi truck with this puppy. So I mean I hit like 4 keys at once. You know what I mean? So, I just got a Facebook message. Oh, okay then. See, look at you can talk to people on Facebook on this thing. So I can write something on here, okay? I write something on here, and then I push send, and it goes to them. And it can be on Facebook, Twitter. I got a Twitter too. Twitter, anything. I'm entering this century, you guys. Let's get to the news. So the new Barbie. They made a new Barbie because a lot of people, over the years, people have been saying that Barbie is stereotypical, whatever. So this new Barbie has cellulite, stretch marks, and acne. Okay, I can dig. What I can't dig is I have not heard nothing in the works for Ken. Is Ken still gonna have washboard abs and wavy hair and dreamy eyes? Because you know what? I think Ken. Here's what I think Ken should do. I think Ken should come with a recliner, and he can't get out of the recliner. Like, his butt is physically attached to the recliner. He's got a beer belly, okay? And the doll comes with a few beer cans, and then it's got a TV that's permanently on ESPN. And he's bald, and give him like a 5 o'clock shadow. And then he can come with like boxers, that's it. And then he can come with glasses that he's supposed to wear, but he never does, so he can't see anything. So you always have to read it for him. I think that's what the new Ken should be. Because, I mean, if we're going to reinvent Barbie, let's reinvent Ken while we're at it. Also tonight, pot smokers in Princeton set off the fire alarm. Now, I take issue with this, okay? There are millions of kids I know that are like, I'm going to get into Princeton. I'm going to get into Princeton. Then they don't, okay? And now these kids that are smoking pot at Princeton, setting off the fire alarm. Oh, it was just the liberal arts majors. That's it. They were just expressing themselves through art. I swear, Professor, after I smoke that weed, I'm going to paint a picture. Also, a healthcare company in Detroit says they're making new hospital gowns. They're hoping to catch on. Now, I know everybody loves the hospital gowns, but these new hospital gowns are going to have... I didn't understand it, but all I know is they're not going to have your butt wide open. All I saw were in, like, the women's colors. So once again, men are left off the train. So, oh, well, ladies, would you like this nice pink frilly one that you can lace up in the back? Oh, guys, here's this one. Hope you can tie it up in the back, because you're all going to be able to see the full moon if you can. In other news, TSA, the TSA, everybody's friends. Well, they should be your friends for the areas they're touching. I'm just saying. But the TSA has released a list of do's and don'ts as Christmas and Thanksgiving travel ramps up. So I picked out some of the better ones of their do's and don'ts. They say ice skates are okay. You can bring ice skates, okay? And I'm not planning on hijacking a plane, but I'm just saying that if I wanted to, I could break off the blade of the ice skate. Just saying. And you know what I could use it for, but I'm not going to say it. But I can't bring a snow globe on an airplane. I can't bring a snow globe that has the Statue of Liberty in the middle of it, and it snows on her. I can't bring that. But I can bring ice skates that I can break off the blade and turn into a weapon. Also, the TSA says a fake saw. If it's a fake weapon, a fake saw is not allowed. So if you have like a little foam thing that you like to... Oh, I have to tell you that story too. It just hit me. I'll tell you that story in a minute. So, foam stuff, no. You can't, well, not foam. You can't bring fake weapons. So if I want to bring like my little foam sword, no, I'm going to get detained by the TSA and put in Guantanamo Bay probably. Okay, my story I was reminded of. So we had inner high at our school a few weeks ago. It's like we're a bunch of high schools get together and talk about leadership stuff. Good job to everybody involved, by the way. It went off wonderfully. So I'm sitting there. I'm leading a class about assemblies and big events. And this one girl, I think she's from Arlington, we were talking about what events we do unique to get the students involved. And she raised her hand and she said, I said, well, what do you do? And she said, we LARP after school. And I look at her and I said, what's LARPing? And it's like I just swore in the middle of everybody. They're like, oh, he doesn't know what LARPing is? And I'm like, what? I mean, I said, you guys, I'm not hip. I was wearing sweatpants, for God's sake. I'm not hip. I don't know what LARPing is. So the girl goes, oh my God, how do I make this thing stop? I got tagged in a picture on Facebook. Oh, well, I'll look at that later. So she goes, LARPing, live action role play. And I said, oh, that makes sense. So I learned what LARPing is. But that reminded me because the fake saw, I think they use that in LARPing. Also tonight, in Ireland, a bull who they say is gay, okay? They're saying this bull breeded many times with female bulls, but they said it wouldn't impregnate them and it seemed more interested in its male mate in the pen. So they were going to send it to the slaughterhouse. So, but animal rights groups has saved the little thing. So the gay bull lives on. And I think he's going to lead like a gay bull revolution. So if you see like bulls with like bedazzled, that's great, little bedazzled, you know they have the little hooks in their nose? If you see little bedazzled ones, you know who it is. I think it's going to start a revolution. I think this bull's going to start a revolution. And like there's gonna be marches on like Washington, and there's not in New York of course because they have that bull statue that completely does not interpret bull, they say, but there's gonna be and it's just gonna be a bunch of bulls with little bedazzled hooks in their noses running up and down the street, and the politicians are gonna be so scared they're gonna be equal rights for gay bulls. Also tonight, Peruvian frog juice. They're saying if you suffer from, how do I say this? How do I say it? If you're not as excited as you used to be, we'll say excited, okay? If you're not as excited as you used to be, drink this juice. And it's good. I listed off all the ingredients, but one of the main ingredients is frog. So if you want to spruce up excitement, we'll say excitement, in your life, then drink frog. Because the Peruvians said so. In other news, a New York baker made a gingerbread house. It's got 600 pounds of dough, 700 pounds of candy, and 3,550 pounds of icing. I don't care who made it. All I care is who's going to be the lucky duck that gets to eat that. Because if there's a competition, I will enter. Because that sounds so amazing. That sounds really good. In other news, a Colorado man has issued a reward for his missing drone. Yes, his drone has gone missing. And I feel like if he doesn't find it fast enough, this is going to turn into like the Balloon Boy. I didn't want to tell anybody this, but my son is in the drone! Also, tonight, a 91-year-old woman in Poland was pronounced dead, and she woke up a few hours later in the morgue. I feel like in Poland you don't have to get a college degree to do anything. I know I haven't heard that, but I mean it's like, I finished high school, I'm gonna work in the morgue. Yeah, she's dead. It's okay. Next patient. Put her over there with the rest of them. So, tonight I'd like to talk a little bit before I go about fall. Because fall is upon us. And I like fall and I don't. Because, as you know, winter's my favorite season. When it's winter time, I'm outside. Like, every show's outside. You haven't watched me in the winter. Last year, not so much, because we didn't have a lot of snow. But when it snows, I'm outside doing the news. If you haven't seen me, go back. Then I have files in my Facebook page. So, I'm excited for winter. But fall is kind of like the precursor to winter. And I enjoy fall. As you can see, outside. Yeah, there's actually a window out to my side yard. It's pretty fall outside. It's raining. I still like the leaves. Our house is surrounded by leaves. But I saw a study by the University of Washington that say it's better for grass and everything to leave the leaves on the ground for some nutrition thing. But I'm fine with that. Peter, go clean up the leaves. Ma, it's healthier for the grass if I leave the leaves. Just on a personal note tonight, our high school's having a food drive here in a few weeks. As many of you know, our food drive is a big deal. So that's why I'm forming a team. I want the elite of the elite. I want the people that will take this food drive seriously. They will eat, sleep, and breathe this food drive. That's who I want on my team. Okay? If you think you are that person that is out to win like I am, you need to sign up. Message me, text me, do anything. My number is 425-501-6578. It will text me directly to this phone, please. I have to win. Okay? There's just, I don't know how else to put this into words. I need the best. If you are out there and you're like, hey, I can get you some food, you know, I've got puppy dog eyes of steel. If you have puppy dog eyes of steel, text me. If you can lift a lot of food, because I can't. I'm not going to be able to lift all this stuff. Text me. If you can, like, sell ice to an Eskimo, I think that's how the saying goes, text me. We need you. We're creating an elite squad of food drivers, and it will be beautiful. This week's rating is a 10, because I'm back with you guys. That's all it's math. That's all. It's all worth it. It's all worth it. And thank you for making this part of your Friday night. And it's good to be back. Good night, America.